Hey, good evening. My name is Matt Wooten from Mr. Chavis's University 110 class, and this is my Tell Them Why We Are Rising extra credit video assignment. I'm going to be presenting the question and answers for my assignment, which are as follows. Question 1: Why would an educated African be a threat to white slave owners? And I believe to kind of boil it down, it would be in order to keep them subjugated. If you start to allow education and reading, writing, and arithmetic, uh, they would have start having aspirations for more. Whereas if you're on the from the slave owner's perspective, that's the last thing you want is your labor to start wanting more, sad as it is to say. Question 2: What quote above stands out and why? The quote I picked was: "The more that a system denies you the chance to read and write, the more that thing, reading and writing, becomes valuable, becomes precious, becomes a prize that you must have." That quote was made by Jonathan Holloway, the Dean of Yale College. I believe this just emphasizes the absolute importance and necessity of reading and writing, and how a lot of times it can be taken for granted, but which it's just sort of an appreciation for how crucial that can be, and a lot of times we don't really think about it, but for so long a lot of people were not allowed that luxury and that privilege to learn. Question 3: Take a moment to reflect upon your own education at Fayetteville State and return to Professor Crenshaw's opening questions in the film. What is education's purpose? Who controls it? And what is the relationship to the broader aspirations of our people? I feel comfortable answering the first part and the second part. I don't really want to speak for black people, so I'll keep it to the first two. What is education's purpose? I believe it's to provide a structure and provide aspirations to help us get to a more stable society and be able to unlock doors that otherwise we'd be unable to unlock. Who controls it? I know it's sort of not going against, but just a little lateral too. But in my opinion, I believe that the person themselves control it. Nowadays, you make it to where you can step out to learn. I don't believe that high school and our early on in educational society does a good job of financial literacy, stocks, or anything like that, kind of because they do want to keep that status quo, kind of following up with the first couple of questions. Question 4: What are you doing as a student to get the best education possible at Fayetteville State? I believe I'm doing a good job of making sure I have a broad selection of classes. I believe I'm doing my best to try and stay on track, and I try to maintain my assignments and keep a positive attitude and just keep my eye on the ball. Cause my goal is to get a master's in social work and ultimately become a licensed clinical addiction specialist. So it's important for me to get the most out of this while I'm here. Question 5: What role do HBCUs continue to play in American society? Why is it important to support HBCUs? HBCUs provide a place for appreciation with students. It allows not only a look back to all the fantastic accomplishments that black people had put in order to gain the right of education. But it also allows, it also gives empowerment to minorities to be able to support each other and work with each other and with the intent of a better tomorrow. Uh, and that's important because that's ultimately what we all want, is to be able to get to a better tomorrow for ourselves, for children, grandchildren, and for each other in society. I hope that my questions and answers were good, and I appreciate you very much for taking the time, and thanks for allowing the assignment. Have a good one. Bye.